Simply look around and view it, and anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Senior Vice President of Product Marketing, Justin Dennison.
Thank you. And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpacked. All right. This is going to be a great day. And as you saw, the Galaxy Fold is a device unlike any that's come before it. At Samsung, we're driven to invent meaningful breakthroughs. And these days, we essentially live on our phones, right? Our screens are the windows to our worlds. But despite all the progress we've made, the size of our screens is still fundamentally limited by the size of our devices. Until now. With the Galaxy Fold, we're creating a new dimension for your phone and your life. We're giving you a device that doesn't just define a new category, it defies category. With the Galaxy Fold, you get a powerful smartphone and a revolutionary tablet, all in a single premium package. When it's folded, it has a 4.6-inch display. It's compact and perfectly portable. But when the device opens up, your world does too. With a massive 7.3-inch Infinity Flex display that transforms the Fold into a tablet. Thank you. Thank you. It's gorgeous. Now, in order to create a brand new type of smartphone, we had to develop brand new ways to design, engineer, and manufacture it. From the screen to the frame to every element you can see and touch. We left no stone unturned. One of the biggest challenges was building the backbone of the device, something that could hold strong, even after hundreds of thousands of folds and unfolds. So we invented a sophisticated hinge system that allows you to open and close the Galaxy Fold smoothly and naturally. And the beauty of it is, you don't even see it. The hinge's multiple interlocking gears are hidden, giving the device a seamless, elegant look. And that's just one of the ways we carefully considered the design of the Fold. We also gave you 4 galactic colors to choose from: Cosmos Black, Space Silver, Martian Green, or Astro Blue. Thank you. And depending on the color you choose, you can make it your own by personalizing the hinge color too. All right? They like it. The Galaxy Fold is a one-of-a-kind luxury device, and there are limitless ways you use it. With 2 different screens, it's perfect for any situation. When closed, it fits right in the palm of your hand. So you can send a message to a friend or make a call with one hand while you're on the go. Now, of course, sometimes you want a larger screen. And the Galaxy Fold's Infinity Flex display gives you a powerful multimedia experience. With immersive visuals and sound by AKG, your favorite movies come to life in vivid color and rich audio. And the interior screen is so large that it powers a truly next-generation experience, one never before seen on a smartphone. 3-app multitasking. Yeah. Thank you. So, you can watch a YouTube video of Hawaii, text your friend about it, and browse travel options all at the same time. Each screen works perfectly on its own, but the Fold is more than 2 separate screens. It's a unified device. These displays work together to give you a singular, seamless, multi-screen experience. And the key to making this possible is called app continuity. And what that means is that you can switch between the screens without missing a beat. So, when you stumble across an interesting Facebook post on the front display, you can simply unfold your phone to see all the details on the bigger screen. It's amazing. Thank you. The beauty of 3-app multitasking and app continuity is that they let you use the most important apps to you the way you want. And that's because we worked with Google and the Android developer community to optimize apps like WhatsApp and Microsoft Office for the Fold's unique dual displays. We also worked with YouTube to give Galaxy users access to YouTube Premium. Thank you. Now, to ensure that all these apps run smoothly, the Galaxy Fold needs unprecedented, unparalleled performance. So that's what we gave it. The Fold has a state-of-the-art 7-nanometer processor and 12 gigabytes of RAM, making it one of the most powerful smartphones on the market. There's more. There's 512 gigs of onboard memory, and for the first time on a mobile device, support for Universal Flash Storage 3.0, which means, they know what it means. This means you'll be able to read data twice as fast as most other smartphones, making it incredibly responsive. Now, you may be sitting there asking yourself, how did we build a battery into a phone that folds right down the middle? Well, the answer is we built 2 of them, one on each side of the device. Our engineers have developed special technology to combine energy from both batteries into a single power source. Now that is a whole lot of power. Thank you. The Galaxy Fold is incredibly versatile. It's a smartphone, a tablet, and a camera that fits in your pocket. And the camera is just as flexible as the rest of the device. In fact, it's actually a system of 6 cameras, 3 on the back, 2 on the inside, and 1 on the front. The Fold will always be ready to capture the moment no matter which way you hold it or you fold it. Now, it's one thing to hear about all the Fold's incredible capabilities from me, but it's another to see them for yourselves. Let's take a look. Hey, Josh, can you help me out?
Hey, Justin.
Everybody, this is Josh Kim. Please welcome him.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really excited to show everyone what the Fold can do. As you can see, it fits perfectly in my hand. First, let's unlock it. All I have to do is place my thumb on the side, and I'm ready to go.
Wow.
It's really quick. We have all the usual suspects here. Here are my messages. Here's my email, and my playlist on Spotify. Pretty much everything that I already do on my phone.
Exactly. I find it especially useful folded when I'm on the go. Hey, Josh, can we show them how to navigate with Google Maps?
Sure, I can easily pull up Google Maps. But here's where things get really cool. I can unfold it and instantly see the map on the big screen.
Yeah. That's amazing. That is amazing. As you can see, the same map that Josh was just looking at on the front display is already inside, waiting for him. Everything's just like he left it. That is the power of app continuity. And now he can see so much more, the street names, the restaurants, all in greater detail. Okay, so how about we check out another app on the big screen? How about Netflix?
Sure, I'm a huge fan of Netflix. I usually watch it on my tablet, but now I can watch it right on the Fold.
Wow, that is a gorgeous display. So I see what you mean. The Fold is perfect for watching videos, reading your favorite books, or taking a video call.
And you can do all three at once.
Oh, well, we have to see that. So let's say Josh wants to watch YouTube and chat with his friend on WhatsApp at the same time. And you never know when he might need to Google something. There you have it. That is 3-app multitasking in action. On the left, the YouTube video is playing. On the right, he's messaging a friend, and if he needs to browse the web, it's right there in the third window. And if he wants to browse in the bigger window, he can do that too. All he has to do is just drag the browser over to the larger display. It's so simple. It's simple and seamless. And the screen is big enough to fit all 3 apps. Now that was great. Thank you for all your help, Josh. Josh Kim, everyone.
Thank you.
So whether it's open or closed, the Fold lets you use your favorite apps in completely new ways. That's the magic of the Galaxy Fold. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. The Fold comes in both an LTE and a 5G version, starting from $1,980, depending on your region and carrier. And you can get your very own Galaxy Fold starting on April 26th. Now, a luxury device deserves luxury packaging, right? And maybe a little something extra. Perhaps a pair of our new dynamic earbuds, which you'll hear about later today. And in just a few weeks, you can be one of the first in the world to take home the Galaxy Fold. It will change the way you interact with the world around you. We've been working to refine every aspect of the Fold. We fine-tuned every detail to create a device that will enrich your lives. And we know that you'll use it in ways that we haven't even imagined yet. Because that's what you do. You give our innovations new meaning. Unpacked is a celebration of our journey together over the last decade. And today, we're introducing a host of devices that will come to define the next one. So let's take a closer look at where we've been and where we're going together. Thank you very much.
It's the largest Super AMOLED screen available.
It's comparable to the amazing dual-core performance.
It's inspired by nature.
Mind-blowingly thin. Water and dust resistance.
The first dual-touch smartphone.
With dual pixel, we've gone leaps.
An infinity display that sets.
Dual aperture for amazing shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage President and CEO, Head of IT and Mobile Communications Division, DJ Ko.
Thank you, Justin. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to Galaxy Unpacked 2019. let me extend a special welcome again to everyone joining us from London and watching via the Samsung live stream. Hello, London. I'll be there soon. What an amazing moment. Occasionally, a new device is introduced that overturns expectations and sets this industry on a new path. A device like the Galaxy Fold. It's quite good, a couple of days use. To create the Galaxy Fold, we reinvented this display from the ground up and launched a whole new smartphone category. We pioneered new technologies, created new materials, and developed new fabrication processes. I'd like to thank everyone at Samsung who helped make this possible. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'd also like to thank you for motivating and inspiring us to create groundbreaking technologies that are changing people's lives. Galaxy Fold breaks new ground, not just because it defies categories. It breaks new ground because it answers skeptics who say everything possible has been done. That the era of smartphone innovation is over. And the smartphone is a mature technology in a saturated market. We are here to prove them wrong. Today marks a new beginning, a shift that will see the smartphone's role at the center of our lives grow stronger as the value that technology delivers grows deeper. It begins with a full lineup of new Galaxy products and services, including a new family of Galaxy devices that will launch the next decade of progress and innovation. I'm excited by what we have achieved, but I'm even more excited by what we have enabled. Ten years ago, when we introduced the first Galaxy S, we had a vision for the democratization of the smartphone. Since then, we have delivered more than 2 billion Galaxy phones. Thank you. With a bold and courageous spirit, we have created new device categories and delivered innovative new services. We pioneered large screen phones and transformed productivity by launching the Galaxy Note with the S Pen. We introduced the Edge screen and invented the Infinity Display to provide deeply immersive viewing experiences. And we led the way in making smartphones truly water-resistant so people can enjoy the full power of their Galaxy devices anywhere and in any weather. Now, billions of people have used Galaxy phones to create, connect, discover, and enjoy. And no company has done more to put the smartphone at the center of our mobile, connected lives. I'm proud of the role we have played in creating a device that has made people's lives richer, easier, and more fun. Of course, sometimes it's not so easy. These days, there's a little more competition than there was when we introduced the first Galaxy S. In fact, for the last 10 years, this industry has been racing to create smartphones that do just about everything. And they have become more complex to use. At Samsung, we believe there is a better way. Our vision is to be the innovator of new mobile experiences that flow with us seamlessly and continuously wherever we go. By harnessing the power of 5G and AI to pioneer a new generation of immersive, personal, and intelligent experiences. Experiences that reach across every device, platform, and brand. There is only one way to achieve this. It takes open collaboration across a broad ecosystem of partners who believe, as we do, in innovation without barriers. Partners who share our vision for technology that serves your unlimited capacity to imagine new ways to experience the world. On behalf of Samsung, I'd like to thank all our partners. Together, we have made the smartphone the essential tool of our modern lives. And now, we are pushing beyond the limits of today's technology to inspire new passion for smartphones and recharge growth for our industry. It all begins now with a new family of Galaxy phones and devices. Today, you will see a simpler, more intuitive UI, and a bigger, more beautiful display. A camera smart enough to capture every experience and advanced enough to help you explore everything you see. Security to keep your information safe and your privacy protected. Plus, the intelligence to do more and the power to do it faster, anywhere and anytime. So, for those who say everything possible has already been done, I say, open your mind and get ready for the dawn of a new mobile era. To those who think they have seen it all, I say, buckle your seatbelt. The future is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to the Galaxy S10 Plus. Thank you. Please welcome Suzanne to tell you more about these amazing devices. Hey, Suzanne.
Thank you, DJ. It's awesome to be here. With the Galaxy Fold, we're introducing a new category. Now, we're introducing a next-generation smartphone. 10 years ago, we unveiled the first Galaxy S device, and it kicked off an evolution of revolution that has redefined the mobile experience for an entire generation of users. And in the decades since, we've hit milestone after milestone. We've never stopped working to make our devices better, faster, and more powerful. We've never stopped pioneering and engineering new ways to make all our lives easier. For 10 years, our smartphones have kept you connected. They've helped you to be more productive, and they've kept you entertained. For 10 years, you've dreamt bigger. You've worked better, you've thought smarter, you've shared and discovered and explored. But we're not here today just to celebrate the last 10 years. We're here to lay the groundwork for the next 10, and that begins with the Galaxy S10. Thank you. At Samsung, our vision for the next generation begins with what's right before our eyes, the smartphone display. As you heard from Justin, nothing sets us apart more than our displays, and the S10 is no different. It's a triumph of Samsung innovation, a phone designed not just to stand out, but to stand apart. Now, the S10 screen covers the full front of the phone from the top to the bottom and from side to side. But don't worry, everything you'd expect to find is still there. The sensors and the front camera have been seamlessly integrated right into the display itself. To do this, we developed a groundbreaking engineering process and created proprietary laser cutter. We needed to be able to carve a tiny hole in the display with absolute precision. Even the slightest mistake would damage the surrounding pixels and make the display unusable. With this cutting-edge technology, we're able to defy the traditional barriers of the display. We packed an array of sensors and camera technology right into the screen itself. These essential features are floating in a sea of individually placed pixels. The result? A revolutionary new display that maximizes your viewing experience and minimizes distractions. Today, we're introducing the world's first Infinity O display on AMOLED. This is a, thank you. Thank you. This is a truly next-generation cinematic experience, and with the world's first dynamic AMOLED display, the S10 delivers peak brightness up to 1200 nits and can produce more than 16 million colors at 100% color volume. What that means for you, it's very exciting. This is going to be the most color-accurate display ever on a mobile device. And that's not all. This display also supports HDR10+. And that means you can enjoy your favorite content from Amazon Prime Video, including the new original series, Hannah, in stunning state-of-the-art detail, just like it was intended to be seen. The S10 uses dynamic tone mapping, which optimizes the brightness levels so that even the smallest details look beautiful, right down to the wisps of the clouds in the sky. The S10 has a bright, brilliant screen that is TÜV Rheinland certified to reduce harmful blue light emissions by 42%, and that's all without applying a filter. You can even adjust the color temperature without making any compromises in picture quality. So, from unprecedented color accuracy to unparalleled viewing comfort, Dynamic AMOLED marks a new era in display technology. But this display isn't the only piece of incredible tech built into the front of your S10. Embedded directly beneath the screen is the world's first ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. It's really a marvel of engineering. To use it, simply press your finger against the screen where it naturally rests. The scanner then emits ultrasonic waves that map the unique pattern of your fingerprint. That wave data is then sent back to the scanner and analyzed by the phone's main chipset to determine whether it's a match. All of this happens in the blink of an eye, and it even works in the most challenging conditions. It uses ultrasonic rather than optical scanning, so the S10's fingerprint scanner performs better in bright sunlight and wet conditions. Now, if you're anything like the average Android user, you probably unlock your phone around 150 times every day. The ultrasonic fingerprint scanner makes unlocking your S10 easier than ever. The scanner also protects your data with machine learning-based algorithms that are updated automatically, just like security patches. And our anti-spoofing algorithm can identify a fake fingerprint, whether it's 2D or 3D. Now, what that means is it's going to make it significantly harder for someone to copy your fingerprint and gain access to your data. And with the world's first FIDO Alliance biometric component certification, the scanner's vault-like security will keep your data safe. With the dynamic AMOLED display and the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, the front of this phone is elegant. So is the rest of it. The S10 comes in a variety of stunning new prismatic hues. Or you can choose one of two premium ceramic finishes, ceramic white and ceramic black. We can't wait for you to see them for yourselves. When you think about it, isn't it amazing how much smartphone photography has advanced over the past 10 years? Just take a look at some of the stunning photos Galaxy users took as part of With Galaxy. There is no denying it. Smartphones have transformed photography. And here at Samsung, we've invested in cutting-edge camera technology from the very beginning to give you the most advanced experience available on a smartphone. We've given billions of people access to an incredible camera that fits in their pocket. And yet, there's still one thing that all the pros can do that most smartphone users can't, and that's switch to the right lens for the moment, whether you're taking an intimate close-up, a group photo, or a sweeping skyline shot. Well, with the S10, we're introducing a camera that lets you capture memories like a pro with a single device. And that's all thanks to our brand new next-generation triple rear camera system. It's a pro-grade camera that you don't have to be a pro to use. For capturing everyday moments, you have the wide-angle camera. With a 77-degree field of view, you can take amazing crystal-clear photos day or night. And when you need to zoom in, the telephoto camera's optical zoom gets you twice as close. Now, finally, let's say you come across a beautiful landscape. A professional photographer would change the lens so they could take a shot like this one. I'm thrilled to tell you that this photo was taken in Spain with the S10's brand new ultra-wide camera. It's magnificent, isn't it? At 123 degrees, its field of view matches that of the human eye. So with this camera, what you see is what you get. It lets you capture the full scene, just as you see it, all without having to take a step back. The ultra-wide camera doesn't just make your landscape photography more beautiful, it changes the photography landscape completely. Take panoramas, for example. What do you guys think? Pretty good, right? Okay. All right, well, the S10 makes your panoramas even more epic. Your shots will stretch from the ground to the sky, so you won't miss an inch of that incredible. You're not going to miss an inch of that incredible landscape. That's much better. The ultra-wide camera transforms the way you take all kinds of photos. We've combined the powers of the wide angle and the ultra-wide cameras to give you better perspective when using live focus. They're more artistic too, with new effects that let you change the lighting and the background blur. You can use the color point feature to fade the colors around the edges, or mix it up with a fun zoom or spin effect. Best of all, you can try out all of these effects in real time, even before you snap the picture. It's like having all of the perks of a photography studio right in your pocket. Now, creating a great camera isn't just about squeezing in more megapixels. It's about giving users more utility, more versatility, more options. And that's why the S10 has a pro-grade camera for every situation. Now, there's one area where smartphones have an even bigger edge over traditional cameras, and that's intelligence. Because let's face it, even if our smartphones come with pro-grade cameras, not all of us have been trained to use them to their full potential. And that means that sometimes we could use a little help composing the perfect shot. Now, we've already created an AI camera that optimizes colors based on the scene. And now, we've built on that foundation by adding a neural processing unit that makes the S10's camera even smarter. Because the S10 can process more data, it can recognize more scenes than before. So let's say you're taking a hike. Your phone can now identify everything you see along the way, the mountain, the flowers, even the sunrise. Your phone will use all of that information to help you take the best possible photo. The S10 can even provide composition tips for your photo, like where to place the subject in the frame or whether your photo is level. Because even if you never studied photography, the S10 did. Using machine learning, we analyzed the composition of over 100 million professional photos so that the S10 can give you the best possible advice. This camera is so intelligent, it's going to make every shot worth sharing. Now, still life photos are one thing, but life is never still for long. And that's why you need a top-notch video recorder in addition to the pro-grade camera. Earlier, you saw how the S10 displays HDR10+ content by optimizing the color tones when you watch a video. It does the same thing when you record a video as well. The S10 is the first mobile device in the world capable of recording video in HDR10+. It's going to be exciting for you guys because the videos you take with your S10 will be brighter and more dynamic than any video ever taken on a smartphone. And that's because the camera uses tonal mapping techniques to go frame by frame to optimize the color for every scene. Do you see how smooth that video shot on the S10 is? Now you can finally take action footage right from your smartphone. The S10 shoots super steady videos on par with what you'd find in most action cameras. The S10 lets you capture memories like never before. But like most things in life, memories are better when they're shared. So sometimes before you share a video on social media, you'll probably want to edit it a little. And now you can do that without having to upload that video to a PC. We're excited to tell you that we've partnered with Adobe to create a version of Premiere Rush optimized for Galaxy smartphones. Adobe Premiere Rush puts a suite of powerful editing tools right on your phone. It supports DeX and HDR10+, and it delivers optimized graphics performance. Plus, it's really easy and intuitive to use, so you can edit and upload your videos without missing a beat. Just shoot a few stunning HDR10+ videos, cut them together on your S10, and share them instantly on social media. It is that simple. Now, we have a couple of special guests here today to tell you more about Adobe Premiere Rush. Their YouTube channel, Coisa de Nerd, was the first tech channel in Brazil to reach 1 billion views, so they know a thing or two, or more like a billion, about how to shoot and edit video. Please welcome to the demo stage Leon Martins and Nilson Moreto.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you to Samsung for inviting us back to Unpacked. I'm Leon.
I'm Nils, and we are a YouTuber from Brazil, and we've been working with Samsung for years now.
Yeah, all around the world, in Brazil, in Barcelona, in Seoul, and now in San Francisco.
Last April in Seoul, we had dinner with DJ Cole.
We told him how much we love our Galaxy smartphones, and we told him something that would make us love them even more: the ability to edit our videos straight from our phones.
The Galaxy series has the power to record some amazing videos.
We use ours to record videos for our YouTube channels all the time.
But when it's time to edit,
we always have to transfer the raw footage to our PC in order to have access to more advanced editing tools. Well, DJ listened to us that night, and now with the all-new Adobe Premiere Rush for Samsung, we can edit from our smartphones. Rush brings powerful editing tools to Android so we can trim our videos, do color correction, and even add titles on our phones, just like we can do on a PC. Today, we are super excited to give you a sneak peek of Rush on the Galaxy S10. Here is a project we just put together in the hotel room. Rush can quickly make edits. With Rush, we can quickly make edits on the go. With a suite of color correction tools, we can set the perfect mood for the video. And combined with the S10's amazing AMOLED display, we know for a fact that the colors we are editing will turn out just as we intended. Now, let's see how my story is coming together.
Don, let's share it.
Rush lets you share your videos to all your favorite social media channels from within the app itself. Editing videos on Galaxy will be easier than ever, thanks to Adobe Premiere Rush. We are excited to bring you Adobe Premiere Rush for Samsung later this year. I can't wait to see the amazing content you will create with the Galaxy S10 and Adobe Premiere Rush. Thank you.
Obrigada.
Até logo.
Thank you, Nilsa and Leon. As you just saw, your S10 can help you shoot and edit exceptional videos. It also helps you take exceptional selfies because of the significant improvements we've made to its front camera. We've added dual pixel technology, which lets you take better pictures in low light and significantly improves autofocus. So now you can spend more time composing your shot and less time waiting for your camera to focus. And that's not all. With the S10 Plus, you get 2 front cameras that work together to capture depth of field, meaning you can take beautiful live focus selfies just like these. We all use the camera on the front of our phones to document our lives, not just in photos, but in videos too. We record whenever the mood strikes us and go live at a moment's notice. And that's why we made sure that the S10's front camera supports UHD video, so you can capture high-quality content. For many of us, sharing our favorite photos and videos is part of everyday life. We wanted to make sharing easier and better than ever. So we teamed up with a partner who could help us do just that, Instagram. To tell you more about what we've been working on, please help me welcome Adam Mosseri.
Thank you, Suzanne. Hi, everyone. My name is Adam Mosseri. I'm the head of Instagram. Personally, thank you. Personally, I use Instagram to connect with my closest friends, to be inspired about photography, fashion, design, the backcountry, and most importantly to me personally, to share stories about my 2 boys, which is why I'm excited to be here with our partners at Samsung. We've worked together to rethink the experience of Instagram on the S10. And the Galaxy S series has a long history of empowering photographers all around the world. And we think that that, combined with how Instagram connects you with the people and the things that you love, can make for a really powerful combination. So the S10's camera will have a new mode. And that mode is going to be called Instagram mode. So when you take a picture with this great camera, you'll be able to easily access Instagram stories. You'll be able to use our creative tools, so stickers, music, and more, and then share with the people that you care about on Instagram. So the S10 will be the best way to express yourself on Instagram. And so let's take a look. Instagram and selfies aren't as much fun alone, so DJ, do you mind coming up? Can I get him? Yes. I appreciate you being a sport. Let's stand over here. All right, so you just... Yeah. All right, so let's do a selfie. Ready? Big smile.
Yeah. Okay.
So just like that, take a selfie. We can add maybe a hashtag. And then...
Oh, well done.
Just share to Instagram. That's actually shared, so...
Okay.
Sounds good. I hope that's okay.
Brilliant. Anyway, thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you for having me. Excited about this collaboration and more to come on the camera.
Good.
All right.
Thank you. Good job.
Wow, epic selfie, guys. Thanks, Adam and DJ. As you saw, the Galaxy S10 gives you the best Instagram experience available on a smartphone. But Instagram mode isn't the only improvement we've made. We're pleased to announce that we're opening up the Galaxy Cameras SDK. So now, when you're in your favorite apps, you can access all of your favorite features, including low light shots and HDR. And thanks to our incredible partners Snapchat, Snow, and Line, the photos you take from within their apps will be just as good as the ones you take with our camera. We built the Galaxy S10 with a pro-grade camera system that fits in your pocket. It's versatile enough to take gorgeous shots in any situation, front or back, day or night, wherever and whenever you want. And it's smart enough to help amateur photo bugs like me shoot like the pros. Just like the rest of the S10, this revolutionary camera system is built on a foundation of premium performance specs. To tell you more about the capabilities that will define this new generation of smartphones, please welcome Drew Blackard.
Thanks, Suzanne. Great to be here. You've already heard a lot today about the next generation of mobile technology. A pro-grade camera, a sprawling end-to-end display, even a whole new category of device. And all these innovations are built on a new foundation of top-of-the-line performance capabilities. A foundation that'll lay the groundwork for the future of smartphones. 10 years ago, we introduced the first Galaxy S, and it had a class-leading 512 megabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of internal storage. And a lot's changed since then. Now, we play console-quality games, we shoot videos in 4K, and we keep all our music and photos right on our smartphones. So along the way, we've worked continuously to bring Galaxy users more power and more storage. And today, with the Galaxy S10 Plus, you can get up to 12 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of base storage. It's crazy, right? That's laptop-level storage without the laptop. And if that's not enough, it also comes with our standard micro SD slot. So you can expand your memory up to 1.5 terabytes. From expansive storage to advanced speeds, the S10 is like having a supercomputer in your pocket. Its new processor enables up to 29% faster CPU speeds and 37% faster GPU speeds than the S9. That means that the S10 is powerful enough for some incredible experiences. Take gaming, for example. Next month, our partners at Unity are launching a new feature called Adaptive Performance to enhance their game development platform. And we've been working with them every step of the way. Of the 1,000 most popular games in the world, nearly half are created with Unity's development platform. And today, we're proud to announce that the S10 will be the first mobile device optimized to work seamlessly with their adaptive performance feature. You'll get a smoother, more seamless gaming performance, even with the most graphic-intensive games. And we're already working with Unity and Com2uS to bring new games like Summoner's War, Lost Centuria, right to your S10. Now, let's talk about another one of S10's superpowers, its battery. The S10 Plus is equipped with an all-day battery. It lasts up to 25% longer than the previous model. That's because we added a new layer of intelligence that delivers even more efficient power management. By learning how you use your phone, the S10 identifies the apps that you use less often. Then it automatically optimizes their CPU settings to consume less power. And it only gets smarter over time. The S10's battery is more intelligent and more powerful than ever before. And in fact, it's so powerful that it can power more than just your phone. Let's face it, these days we carry around a ton of devices. We've got phones in our pockets, wireless earbuds in our ears, and smart watches on our wrists. It's getting harder to keep all those devices charged without carrying around a tangle of cables everywhere we go. That's why we built the same technology we use in our wireless chargers right into the S10, transforming your device into a wireless charging pad. It's pretty incredible. You just place a watch, earbuds, or even a friend's smartphone onto the back of the S10 and watch the battery fill up. When it comes to charging your own device, our S10 lineup supports fast wireless charging 2.0, which can charge from 0 to 100 up to 36% faster than before. With a phone this powerful, you want to stay connected everywhere you go. So we made the Wi-Fi experience on the S10 even smarter. With machine learning, your phone can tell if you're in a place where the Wi-Fi might be a little unreliable. And it can tell if you're on the move, if you're in a car or walking down the street. And when the S10 senses changes like these, it seamlessly switches to an LTE network. And it makes that switch twice as fast as before. The S10 can also distinguish between secure and unsecure Wi-Fi networks in real time, so you don't accidentally connect to a suspicious network. And when it comes to Wi-Fi speeds, the S10 is built for tomorrow. We're pleased to announce that the S10 is the first ever mobile device compatible with Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 is the next generation network that supports speeds up to 20% faster than the S9. And you know when you're in places like the airport, you can't connect because there's so many people on the same Wi-Fi network? That's when Wi-Fi 6 will make a huge difference because it works 4 times faster in crowded areas. In fact, thanks to our partners at Cisco, all of you here today will have a chance to try out Wi-Fi 6 on an S10 at the Product Experience Zone right after the show. From its always-on connectivity to its ultrasonic fingerprint security, from its pro-grade camera and immersive display to its wireless charging superpowers, the Galaxy S10 is a next-generation device. And we've designed 3 different models so you can choose which version is right for you. The S10 offers a premium Galaxy experience with all the features you've come to know and love over the last decade. The S10 Plus supercharges that experience, giving you more screen, more cameras, and more battery. And the S10e has all the essentials in a more compact form factor. So no matter what you're looking for, there's a state-of-the-art Galaxy that's perfect for you. To help us take a closer look, please welcome back our demo expert, Josh Kim. Hey there, Josh.
Hey, Drew. This is so much fun. I'm honored to show everyone the S10 lineup for the very first time.
Well, I see you have all three models there. So which one's your favorite, Josh?
Well, I love the S10e. It feels really nice in my hands. It's compact, but it has everything you need in your phone. Hey, Drew, which one's your favorite?
I think my favorite's the S10. For me, it's the perfect balance of performance and size. What about the S10 Plus? Let's show them the S10 Plus.
Sure. Now, this is the S10 Plus. It's perfect for those. Thank you. This one's perfect for those who want even more from their phones. It looks beautiful.
It's great. And it looks like you got a lot of color on that table over there, Josh.
Yeah, all three of these models come in a range of beautiful colors. I like the black one personally, but there's a color that's right for everyone.
Awesome. And a lot of people have been asking about the size. How does the size compare to the S9? Can you show us?
Sure. So here, I have the S9 on my left and the S10 on the right. As you can see, the size of the phone, we've kept it really similar. But once you turn on the device, the display, you can see the S10 has much more screen.
And of course, that's because while the S9 has the Infinity display, the S10 has our Infinity O display. Sonic fingerprint scanner. Can we show them how it works?
Sure. It's really simple. All I do is place my thumb on the bottom of the screen. And that's it.
Wow. That is really easy. Now let's take a look at the camera. Can you show us the camera?
Sure. Let me show you how amazing the different lenses are on the S10. Comes with multiple cameras on the back, so you have the right lens for every situation.
All right, so what are you taking a shot of there, Josh?
So here I have the box for the S10. With one click, I can easily zoom in. But then I can go ultra wide. And now you can see a lot more.
Perfect. So with ultra wide, you can just get more into any shot, right? That's awesome. Well, thanks for helping out, Josh. Appreciate you showing us the S10.
Thank you.
We can't wait for you to meet the S10, and soon you'll be able to. So mark your calendars because it's right around the corner. And you'll be happy to know the S10 comes in brand new, eco-friendly packaging. And for the first time, you can go to one of 3 new Samsung Experience stores to pick up your device. They open today in LA, New York, and my hometown, Houston, Texas. The Galaxy S10 is a new kind of smartphone. We drew on 10 years of innovation to create a beautiful, immersive, and secure device. And best of all, it connects you to the rest of the Samsung ecosystem. To tell you more about that ecosystem, please welcome to the stage Alina Vives.
Thanks, Drew. The S10 is an incredible phone, but it's even more powerful when you connect it to the rest of the Samsung Galaxy. The Samsung Galaxy is an ecosystem that is so much greater than the sum of its parts. All of our products work seamlessly together, offering experiences that touch every part of your life. From managing your smart home to keeping an eye on your health, you're always in control. So, let me show you how by introducing our new line of next-generation wearables. First up, the all-new Galaxy Buds. Thank you. The Galaxy Buds are so cool, and there are so many different ways you can use them. These wireless earbuds deliver a premium audio experience with sound by AKG. Now, your favorite music, podcasts, and movies will always sound amazing. The Galaxy Buds improve the sound quality you hear, and they make sure you can be heard, too. We built them with adaptive dual microphones, one on the outside, one on the inside, and these mics are smart. They know how noisy it is around you. When it's quiet, the outer mic captures the sound of your voice. And when it gets louder, the buds switch to the inner mic to pick up your voice directly from you. So no matter where you go or what you're doing, the person will be able to hear you loud and clear. Thank you. The Galaxy Buds are also designed for all-day comfort. They're 30% smaller than our previous version, making them our lightest, most compact, and most comfortable wireless earbuds yet. And they'll last longer, too. We created a high-efficiency chipset for the Galaxy Buds so you can take up to 5 hours of calls or stream up to 6 hours of music on a single charge. The Galaxy Buds come enabled with Bixby, so you can control them with your voice. You can adjust settings, turn ambient sound mode on or off, or check battery status, all with a simple voice command. You can even use your buds to control Bixby on your S10. Just say, play my morning playlist on Samsung Music. It's so easy, you don't even need to take your phone out of your pocket. And starting today, you can give Bixby instructions in 3 new languages: German, Italian, and Spanish. Bixby even supports British English. That means it can tell the difference between the Queen's English and my Queen's New York accent. The Galaxy Buds come in an all-new cord-free charging case. This case supports wireless charging for the very first time. And of course, that means you can charge it using wireless power share with your S10. The Galaxy Buds are smarter, more efficient, and better sounding than ever. They look just as good as they sound, and they'll be available starting March 8th. The Galaxy Buds are the perfect companion to your S10, whether you're working or working out. That's the power of the Samsung ecosystem. You get a diverse collection of devices that all work seamlessly together to make your life easier. And today, we're expanding that ecosystem with new wearables that help you track your fitness, manage your health, and improve your overall wellness. Here they are, the Galaxy Watch Active and the Galaxy Fit. Thank you. These new wearables are designed to enhance every aspect of your life. The Galaxy Watch Active is slim and lightweight, so you'll always be comfortable wearing it. We rebuilt the watch's body with a sleek new aluminum that's super light. We also redesigned the strap using a soft, durable material that's comfortable when you're hitting the gym or hitting the hay. Galaxy Watch Active is also 5 ATM water resistant, so you can wear it while you're swimming. It has an intuitive user interface, so it's easier than ever to check your stats in a single glance or swipe. The Galaxy Watch Active is the full smartwatch experience. It supports a diverse range of useful apps, and with over 60,000 watch faces to choose from, you're sure to find one that you love. But if you want a wearable dedicated just to fitness, like checking your heart rate or counting your steps, then the Galaxy Fit might be the right fit for you. At 23 grams, the Galaxy Fit is about as light as a single strawberry. And just like the Galaxy Watch Active, it's durable and water resistant. Don't let the sleek, minimal design fool you. With a color AMOLED display and full touch capabilities, the Galaxy Fit is a powerful fitness companion that gives you essential information about your health at a single glance. And with a long-lasting battery, you can keep it going for about a week on a single charge. Whether you choose the fitness-focused Galaxy Fit or the full smartwatch experience with the Galaxy Watch Active, we have a wearable for you. With a powerful suite of integrated sensors, both devices can automatically track 6 different exercises. And if they don't recognize your favorite workout on their own, don't worry. The Galaxy Watch Active and the Galaxy Fit both support manual tracking for dozens of other exercises, so you can tailor them to match your routine. These wearables keep working even when you're not. With sleep tracking, the Galaxy Watch Active and the Galaxy Fit can analyze the different stages of sleep, including REM and deep sleep, giving you more insight into your health than ever before. The Galaxy Watch Active and the Galaxy Fit track your exercise, your sleep, and everything in between. They include heart rate monitors and offer continuous stress tracking to keep you calm when life gets overwhelming. Your body is a delicate ecosystem. That's why our ecosystem helps you take care of it. This entire line of new wearables has been designed to work seamlessly together and with all of your Samsung products. Hey, Josh, do you want to help me show them?
I'd love to.
Josh is back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your Galaxy products easily connect to one another from the moment you take them out of the box. Let's show everyone how the new Galaxy Buds and our newest tablet connect together. All he has to do is open the lid of his case. Press one button, wait for it, and the Buds automatically pair with the tablet. No need to set anything up or search for pairing codes. That's how easy it is.
Yeah, I just got my new Tab S5e here. It's amazing. It's super lightweight and perfect for entertainment. How about watching a video?
Wow, you really must like that video. I feel like we've seen it already today. But let's say while he's watching this video again, he gets interrupted by a phone call. Using call message continuity on the Tab S5e, he can answer the call right from his tablet. He can have a conversation using his Buds, and when he's finished, he can get right back to the video. Finally, I want to show you my favorite feature, wireless power share. If the battery is running low on my Galaxy Watch Active, I can get a charge from Josh's S10.
That's right. All you have to do is turn on wireless power share and place your device on the back of the phone. This red light means your Galaxy Buds are charging. And now, let's try charging Alina's watch. Would you like to do the honors?
I'd love to.
Well, let me try again. It's really simple. So just turn it on. And you place your device on the back of your phone. Boom. Wireless power share works for many of the devices we've talked about today. You can charge your Fold or your S10, and you can use them both to charge your other devices, whether it's your Buds or your Watch Active.
See how easy it is? Told you it was my favorite feature. Let's hear it for Josh, everybody. He's been demoing all day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whether you want a premium smartwatch or a straightforward fitness band, there's a next-generation wearable that's perfect for you. If you're looking for a new tablet, you can pick up the Tab S5e, our thinnest and lightest yet. The Samsung ecosystem grows stronger every year as we add newer, more powerful devices. But an ecosystem is only as powerful as the connections among its devices, which is why we're thrilled to tell you about another incredible breakthrough, a network that will soon change mobile connectivity as we know it. To tell you more, please welcome back Drew Blackard.
Thanks, Selena. We've talked a lot today about the future. A future where our smartphones are more than just smartphones. A future led by a generation that expects more from their technology. A future where all our devices, including the ones we wear, are seamlessly connected. But to make that future possible, we need one more essential element: a next-generation mobile network. That network, and the key to our connected future, is 5G. Now, back in the day, first-generation networks basically let us make phone calls without the cords. Second-generation networks introduced mobile data, and that ushered in an era of texting. It changed the way we communicate. 3G made connecting to the internet on the go a reality. It made mobile email and web browsing the new norm. And over the last decade, 4G paved the way for a new app economy, the rise of social media, and streaming music and video. Each network evolution has been accompanied by a mobile revolution. And 5G represents our biggest step forward yet. First off, it'll be faster than any network we've ever seen, roughly 20 times faster than 4G. Second, it'll be capable of just a millisecond of latency, which is the amount of time between an action and a reaction. And that opens the door for some incredible new possibilities, like remote surgery, cloud gaming, and autonomous driving. And third, it can bring on as many as 1 million devices per square kilometer. That's 10 times more than what's possible today. Soon, network congestion will be a thing of the past. 5G will change everything. It'll enable us to connect and communicate in entirely new ways. It'll empower creators and innovators to bring to life ideas we never thought possible. And it's true, it won't happen overnight. It'll be step by step. And the whole tech industry has been laying the groundwork for 5G for decades. In Samsung, we've helped lead the way. That's because we're uniquely positioned to provide end-to-end solutions for 5G. We make the systems that are bringing 5G networks online, and of course, we make the devices that connect you to those networks, whether they're in your home, your office, or your pocket. And today, we're putting the power of this incredible network in the palm of your hand. It's my pleasure to introduce the Galaxy S10 5G. amazing, right? Now, normally when you transition from one network generation to the next, you get a device that's a little bigger and a little bulkier. But as you just saw, the S10 5G is as sleek and stunning as ever. And this beautiful smartphone doesn't just give you access to blazing speeds and unparalleled connectivity, it also comes with the best of the best technology so you can get the absolute most out of this revolutionary new network. The S10 5G has hyperfast speeds that will forever change the way we consume content. You'll be able to download and watch movies at phenomenal speeds and stream games on demand via the cloud. All your favorite content will be accessible in an instant. And for that reason, we gave this device a big screen and a long-lasting battery. The S10 5G comes with a stunning 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display, as well as a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. That's the biggest screen and the biggest battery ever on a Galaxy S device. And your device will charge quickly too, because it comes with a special 25-watt charger. As network speeds get faster, we'll be able to use our phones to do things we can hardly imagine today. To power these experiences, we outfitted S10 5G with a cutting-edge camera system that includes a powerful new 3D depth-sensing camera. For starters, this camera allows you to take even more amazing photos and videos. For example, you can add things like background blur to your videos in real time. It maps and measures the world around you in incredible detail and accuracy. And for augmented reality, this is going to be a game changer. With faster network speeds and 3D spatial mapping, you'll be able to interact with the world around you in real time. And it'll feel more real. The S10 5G charts the path for the next 10 years of Galaxy. It's designed for a hyper-connected world where everything and everyone is right there at your fingertips. We are excited for you to experience the magic of 5G. And this is just the beginning. In the coming years, we're going to evolve from blazing speeds, uninterrupted connectivity, and true mobility to truly connected living. To share more about our vision for the future of 5G, please welcome back DJ Ko.
Good job. Good job, Drew. For nearly a decade, we have been on a quest to transform 5G from the dream of a small group of Samsung researchers into a commercial technology that will change the world. From the first transmission to a vehicle traveling over 100 miles per hour, to handover between cell towers, to the world's first residential 5G service, and most recently, in Korea, the world's first 5G mobile service. We have advanced 5G step by step. But most important, we have built an ecosystem of technologies, solutions, and partners. We would not be here today without the great network operators in Korea, Australia, Europe, and the United States who are helping us bring the power of 5G into the real world. I'm thrilled to introduce the carrier partners who chose the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G for their commercial 5G services.
Congratulations on 10 exciting years with Galaxy devices. Samsung friends. Sprint customers cannot wait to get their hands on the Galaxy S10. We know it will be the best one yet. And we're so thrilled to launch Sprint 5G this year as we continue our trusted partnership with Samsung. Just imagine the endless possibilities when we pair our blazing fast 5G network with your innovative 5G smartphone. From all of us at Sprint, thank you for taking this journey together. And cheers to the next 10 years of Galaxy.
Vodafone's always valued its strategic relationship with Samsung. We've had wonderful devices from you, including the very first Galaxy. We are super excited about the S10, its new design, its features, its technology, and particularly excited about launching the first 5G device on our new networks this year. Please keep up the great work. Good luck on the launch, and we are right behind you.
Happy birthday, Galaxy, from the entire Deutsche Telekom family. I remember pretty well the first day when I was trying to sell a Samsung phone to a German customer. Not easy. You launched the Galaxy S, and 10 years later you were the world market leader. What an unbelievable success. Over the years we have built a trustworthy relationship, even a friendship. We stick together in good times and in bad times. We have mutual trust among the partners, and we believe in work hard, play hard. So let's rock the future.
I'd like to thank all our esteemed partners who have worked so passionately to help us to bring 5G to the real world. Here in the US, our first 5G partner was Verizon. We have been working together to accelerate the development of a 5G since 2017. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce Verizon CEO, Hans Vestberg. Hans?
Thank you, DJ. Fantastic.
Good.
What a show. Hey.
Come here.
Thank you,
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. And first of all, I would like to thank the whole Galaxy family, the Samsung, for the 10 years of unparalleled innovation that we have seen. And of course, we at Verizon has been enjoying that journey fantastically. And we have also, on behalf of Verizon, been extremely excited to see the range of products that have come out today. All of them going to fit nicely into our more than 115 million mobile subscribers here in the US. But to be honest, I'm a little bit more excited for the 5G phone. It's just amazing that finally we're standing here at the brink of bringing 5G to the market. And we're also proud to announce that our customer, our Verizon customers, they're going to be the first to get the 5G phones in their hand. Because of the collaboration and the innovation we're doing together with Samsung, they're going to be the first getting into their hands. That's great. As DJ said, it's not the first time we're doing collaboration together. We have done that over years. And actually, the first 4G LTE Galaxy phone was first launched for the customer of Verizon. And as you heard, as recent as last fall, we launched together the first 5G service in the world, which was the 5G Home. The 5G Home is a totally new, innovative way of bringing broadband to the home, not with fiber, but with 5G wireless. And that tells you a little bit about the collaboration, but it also tells you quite a lot about the experience about 5G, how transformative 5G will be. 4G is fantastic, and our network at Verizon is fantastic on 4G, but to be honest, it gives you speed and throughput. When you think about 5G, you're going to have so many other capabilities. We at Verizon, we call it currencies. And 5G has 8 currencies, everything from enormous throughput, speeds, low latencies, as well as millions of devices being connected at the same time, better battery life, etc. That is what you can innovate on, and that's what you bring to the table. And to do that, you need to build a great network. That's what we are good at. We build a network with a lot of fiber, edge compute, with virtualized network, and on millimeter wave spectrum, which really can bring the speeds and the latencies together to you as a consumer or a business. So we are excited on 5G, and we're excited to build this together with Samsung and bring it to the market. And I would say, if you are not excited about it, we at Verizon are super excited to bring this 5G phone to the market. And just stay tuned, because soon it can be in the hands of you when we launch this together with Samsung. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Hans. Thank you. I think from next time, when I see Hans and team, the Deutsche Telekom, I need to show more actions. Next time. It has been so great to introduce a new family of Galaxy devices today. This would not have been possible without thousands of great partners and hundreds of millions of amazing customers. Our commitment to you, to all our customers, is to create the world's most advanced mobile experiences and to provide a seamless, trouble-free service that continues throughout the life of every Samsung Galaxy product you own. Now, thanks to our new Connected Care Center, we are excited to offer Galaxy customers always-on support through the Samsung Members app and our 24/7 helpline. Thank you all so much for being here. I look forward to working with all of you to make the next era of mobile innovation even more amazing than the first. Thank you. Thank you.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be?
Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Hey, Sarah, whatever will be, will be.
The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Oh, wait. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera.